Today on the channel, we take a trip back to the Clone Wars, Clone Commander Gree from the Black Series. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxing. And today we take a trip back to the Black Series, a blast from the past, as we unbox Clone Commander Gree from the Black Series. But remember, for all your modern day Star Wars needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. Well, we're venturing back to the Star Wars Black Series with a new fan channel exclusive, as these are just starting to come back out to the Big Bad Toy Stores, GameStops, toy stores, comic book stores of the world as a fan channel exclusive. I don't remember if Clone Commander Gree was released back in the day. I'm fairly certain he was. I guess he would be. This is a re-release in this type of box. As we're seeing with some of these guys, like Clone Commander Wolf, etc. General Grievous, the Gamorrean Guard. A lot of guys that were maybe people slept on in the past, they're getting another chance to get them. And I'm no different, as I slept on this one in the past, as you guys probably know my rules, but if not, I'm going to refresh them. I was not collecting the Clone Wars figures. I said I'm sticking to the original 3 films, that's it. Well, the Descent into Madness, you know, goes like that, and it flies away, and before you know it, you're buying everything under the sun, and you're a completist, and that's kind of where I'm at this point. So I had to go get back and get this one. So I was happy it got re-released, as it's much cheaper now off the shelves than it would have been to go to eBay, Mercari, places like that to try to get this one. I don't really have a fondness of Commander Gree. It's not like he's my favorite one ever, but I do really like these clones, especially after you watch the Clone Wars. Not the movies, but the cartoon. You get more engaged with some of these clones out there, and you like them. And you know, Clone Commander Gree, he seemed like an alright guy. He had a Road Warriors-esque haircut, and he was defending Yoda and the Wookiees on Kashyyyk, but unfortunately, I believe Yoda chopped his head off, if I remember right. I think that's how he met his end, but anyways, a cool enough figure. We've seen a lot of reuse here, as we're going to get with these clones, but a really cool, like, more Army-inspired coloring on this character, so kind of cool on that for the figure. But we're going to do it like we normally do it. We're going to talk about the packaging. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it and see where it goes from there. So there it is. There's that old school Star Wars Black Series. It just looks ancient at this point, even though it was about a year ago the packaging changed. But it seems crazy. But I like that they're using this Fan Central. Maybe the Fan Central re-releases will all be in the old style packaging. As we know, the new packaging, everything has a color thing to a point of difference. Maybe this is how they'll keep it here. It'll be interesting how it goes in future series. I would love to see some point of difference on the figures. So when it is re-released, you can easily spot that, hey, this is a re-release. Like on the back, it says, what year does it say? So it says 2016. So this was a re-release. This came out in 16, 5 years ago. It says it on the back, but it should say 2021 if you ask me. I know that means making new packaging, new everything else, but then you can't tell the difference between the two, and it devalues. I don't know, that's a whole story. You could talk about that kind of stuff, if that's that big a deal or not, but it is what it is, and I wanted to point it out. We got that red background there. You got his weapon. You got him in there in the Army fatigues, like I said. You got his name. You got a glamour shot. Star Wars Black Series. You got the side writing of his name. Nothing on the top. Warnings. And then you got the side. So unnumbered edition. And then the back. So you got a little blurb. We're going to read that blurb. Up top, you got Star Wars Black Series. The little red boxes up there. You got a little glamour shot to the side. You got some warnings and all that fun stuff down below. All right, let's see what it says about our friend, Clone Commander Gree. All right, Clone Commander Gree, Designation 1004, led the elite corps of clone troopers during the Clone Wars. He saw developments on such heated battlefronts as Kashyyyk. Beautiful this time of year, Kashyyyk. It can't be said enough. And that's where he fought alongside our Wookiee friends, one of the greatest Star Wars type characters of all time. Though a faithful commander who carried out the Jedi's orders, Gree was ultimately loyal to the Republic, with the Order 66, of course. Of course. So we got the traditional blaster in here. It looks like we got a rangefinder, visor, binocular type thing going on. And then, of course, we got his long-range rifle. So, yeah, there it is. Clone Commander Gree. Let's unbox it. Let's see what's doing in here. I'm excited to know. See you later. Does the helmet come off? I'm going to say it probably doesn't, but we're going to find out very soon. Plastic Prison. I hope the helmet comes off, but I'm guessing it just doesn't. But it would be cool to have his cool Road Warrior inspired kind of mohawk going on there. I'd be all for that. All right, moment of truth. We're about there, guys. See you later. Does the helmet come off? It does not. Darn it. Darn it. I always liked that mohawk. I wanted to see it. So to me, hey, you're re-releasing this one. Let's update it a little bit. Don't devalue the old one too much. Give us that head with the removable mask. Just, find a way for us. But not going to happen. Not going to happen. But I do like this one, how it looks different. I mean, all the Clone Troopers have some differences, be it like decals on their helmets or wear or stuff like that. This one truly is different. You got the green, kind of army fatigues, I mean, is what it really is. It's throwback army fatigues. And then you got the wear and tear. You got the kind of beat up shoulder plates, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of neat, I want to say Easter eggs, but that's not the case. Just neat wear marks and wear stripping and stuff like that on this figure. It doesn't make him clean. It looks like he's definitely seen the battles out there in Kashyyyk, that's for sure. I love the green, the army green you got throughout, but then the other shades of lighter green, especially around the helmet and the eyes. It's almost like a fluorescent green, like almost a reflective green. I think that really makes that whole head pop on this one a lot. A very solid figure. Like I said, a lot of reuse from the other Clone Troopers, which makes total sense. You got to do that kind of stuff. They couldn't make new bodies for everybody. But very cool. My only gripe really is I wish the head came off. That would be such a game changer for this one. I want all my Clone Troopers, the famous ones, to be able to take their masks off and stuff. The shoulders are limited with the shoulder gauntlet things. They do impact it a little bit there. I will say that. This is, binoculars, rangefinder, whatever you want to call it. So you could put one of these up in his hand. He's kind of looking if you want. And then he's got a blaster, the Clone Trooper blaster. Very close to the Stormtrooper blaster, just a little bit different. And then, of course, the long gun, the Clone Trooper long gun. For me, I like to mix them as I have a couple of regular Clone Troopers. You got Wolf, you got Rex, you got this one, Gree. You try to mix your weapons up a little bit so they just don't all look similar. Try to put more points of differences on the display. That's what I always like to do. Speaking of display, we better look at our Ringside Collectible display stands. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at Ringside Collectibles on display stands. And he fits like a glove. So you guys know I always like to use my Black Series. I always test on my reviews, do they fit on the Ringside Collectible stands? And he definitely does. Fits like a glove. But yeah, very cool. I love the soft, like matte, dark, flat gray for the boots. Really good colors on this one. Really pops. It really all ties together. It looks like it's not super colorful, but then it goes all together in different spots when you really look at it with the light green, the fluorescent green, the reflective green, even like a forest green on the side. And then the dark green around his belt and his backpack. That backpack with that antenna sticking on it. So that is a cool touch as well. Also the hands, he's got the trigger finger hand, which you always love that. And then you got just an open grip hand here to hold. So there's a lot going on here. A lot more than meets the eye to steal one from the old Transformers. I got the double jointed knees even. So very cool. I like this one a lot more than I thought I would. I slept on this, like I said, back in the day, 2016. Seems like forever ago, but I definitely slept on this one. I'm glad the Star Wars team is re-releasing things like this for people that slept on it back in the day. I understand how hardcore collectors are infuriated with that because, hey, one, they'd probably rather have a different release instead of a re-release, somebody new, but also, hey, it takes down the value of this one that they've had in their collection. They got it back in the day. I definitely get that side of things. I feel that way myself sometimes. But the nice thing is you got to look on the positive. You always got to look at the positives of everything. I try to be positive first before negative. And you could say, hey, they're coming out with a re-release. That's great. That means that's one less thing I don't have to buy. I can save my money and put it towards the next new thing that comes out. Or maybe you're playing the long game on something else. So there's two ways to look at that. And that's how I look at it more. I feel like if you're collecting your toys for value and, I'm going to retire and, I'm going to be living in Bermuda when I'm done, you're probably going to be in trouble. You'd probably be better off putting your money in your 401k. For retirement would probably be a smarter decision than investing in toys. As you know, it's ups and downs, up and down. Right now, we're at the highest of highs for toy value, but we've said it a bunch on the channel. I really think once COVID subsides and things get back to normal, you're going to see some deals as people are going to be bailing on their collection over the last year and a half, 2 years, whatever it ends up being. You're going to be able to get some amazing deals out there, and the values of a lot of things are going to crash back to realistic earthly prices. So, you know, that's my tip. If you're in the toy game for money, now's the sell time. This is definitely sell time, and you probably missed the peak of it, in all honesty. But for us long-term collectors, man, got to get a deal. You guys know how it is, and everybody's bailing out of their collections here in 6 months or so. We'll play that long game. You can find some deals out there. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. There's a few pieces that I'll definitely be keeping an eye on to see what happens when all this subsides. So there it is. Commander Gree, a sleeper figure. I strongly recommend getting out to Big Bad Toy Store online. Very simple. Use the link in the description below. Help the channel out. There you go. That, or go to your local comic book store, toy store, GameStop. I've seen this personally at GameStop as well, and pick up Commander Gree, because I doubt we're going to get another one, and if we do get another one, it's going to be a totally different body with that removable head we all want. So don't be a sleeper on this one. Better than expected. You guys know I love better than expected. So there it is. So make sure you guys leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Did you sleep on this back in the day? Are you picking it up now? Any Commander Gree thoughts on you? Any Wookiee thoughts? You know, he's part Wookiee in my book. Any thoughts there? Don't forget to like the video, of course. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn the old notification bell. Follow me on social media, on Twitter at SirPaul64, Instagram _Kyle_Peterson. Belowthecollar.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And for Commander Gree, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.